Still hear me talking? Talk- I am. Talk to you soon. Love you, bro. All right, bye. All yours. Yeah, so if Justin doesn't stay, I can do it, no problem. You have him help get it going. Once it's going, I'm pretty go. Yeah, there you go. I'll have that experience. All right, we're up. We're up and running now, man. I do. Just need to play this one game and so you do your thing. I'm gonna make sure that everything is good to go. You're gonna grab Justin, right? Layovers. Huh? You know, man. We're sloppy. All right, bro. Finally, by end of live. The Lord of the Lord. We did it for you. So yeah, I think they're all kinds of adversity. We're good. Oh, well, let's still relation business. 20 minutes. I'm missing the audio. We got to leave. I like you. I'll do it. See? It's up to you, man. Plot twist just in case
Got it.
stay long. So he said tonight he's going to turn the mic because he's on and off.
Got it.
You all right with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right here. And don't feel like you can't ask me a question in the middle of the match about something. Okay? Good.
Just remind me on the equipment there.
All right. So something amazing happens. We want to see a replay of that. We're going to tap this light blue button right here.
Right.
Right? Should, if it works.
I won't have anything here. Just
You will have a couple things here, but I'll show you what those couple of things.
That doesn't work. Then I'm this plus button. Okay, so forget about the replay over here. That plus button right there is going to be your friend for the replay.
Okay.
Now, want to use it when you feel like, oh, that was something great that happened.
yeah.
But when the cue ball stops moving, that's when you press it.
Right.
Okay.
What about your sponsors?
So all you have to do to get to the sponsors is hit this one here.
Okay.
So if you hit this, well, fuck, actually, this isn't working. Let me see something. You could just click here as well, Zig. It's going out now. Okay. All right, so yeah, no need to really worry about this.
Yeah.
Score. Do it. This is the score. You can use the mouse for this.
I'm not long enough on the cord
Here,
here.
we can mouse this. Okay. Let's go. Now your score, where you want to be, right here. You've got Corey's score.
Yep.
You got Pat's score.
Yep.
And you got the set that we're in.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want to change the Corey score, it's right here. Right here in the middle.
Okay.
Right. You want to change the Pat score? Again, it's right there. So you can just backspace it, push one, just do whatever.
Got it.
So you got the scores here. You got switching between the sponsors, which is what you want to do in between racks.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then you got your replay. That's pretty much it.
That's the same as. Got it.
My brother, I appreciate you doing this for me.
No
man.
problem. Good luck.
All right, you got 3 minutes.
That's all I need. Also, if I could have a half-hour warm-up, that'd be great.
All right, guys. Everybody out there, thanks for joining us. This is Gene Ziegler, the Zig. We're here at Rack Billiards in Matthews, North Carolina. On behalf of Dead Stroke Media Productions, I'd like to welcome you all to the stream. Tonight we got Corey Shemtov matching up against Pat Dixon here. It ought to be a good match. Problem I have is, as most of you guys out there know, I don't know who to root for because both these guys have been my students for quite a while now. So I guess I'll be rooting for whoever's losing at the moment. Sounds like a good plan anyway. We're gonna play this by ear, see how it goes. You'll have to bear with me. I'm kind of new to the equipment, but hang out with us, participate in the stream, say hello, come by, enjoy a good match, and support your local pool. This is we got a lot of good talent here in the Charlotte area, and I think they're very deserving of the noise that they're getting for what's going on in the area here. Got a lot of good tournaments taking place, a lot of good money matches, challenge matches. So, and most of you guys know Pat and Corey, so you guys are probably going to have the same problem I'm having. Which one to root for? These are both two really good guys. Again, my plan is to root for whoever's losing at the moment. We'll see how this works out. Players are warming up a little bit here. Going to be starting the match shortly.
No.
While we're waiting on things to kick off here, we're going to bring up our sponsors here. This is Portico. This is Corey's Remodeling and General Contractors Company. They do really good work, guys. I've seen a lot of their work. Got Magnolia Coffee. This is really good coffee. I've had it. I want to give a shout out to Rack and Billiards here for letting us host this. So if you guys haven't been here before, and it's an excellent place to play pool. Good atmosphere, good crew running the place. And their food here is restaurant quality. A lot of times the pool rooms, they've got some questionable food in some places. Not here. I mean, anything you get here, it's like being at a nice restaurant. Really good food. It's going to be a rack your own with the magic rack tonight. So obviously this is going to be really tight racks here and should have some good action off the breaks.
Got a break.
They're flipping for the break. Good luck, fellas. Looks like Corey won the break. Pretty sure the format is pretty wide open, right?
It's World 9 Ball.
World 9 ball rules. Yeah, so we're gonna be using 9 on the break counts. Jump cues are allowed. 3 foul. 3 fouls, loss a game. I know that we have some people I've talked to earlier that aren't very familiar with the pool that are joining us on stream watching tonight. So let me just cover the basics of rotation pool or 9 ball. It's must make a legal hit on the break. You got to make contact with the lowest ball. It's going to be the 1 ball, obviously, and you have to play the balls in order. Now, you can play a combination using your object ball. For instance, here Corey made the 1 ball on the break. He's shooting at the 2. But if he had a 2-9 combination, he could play the 2, make a legal hit on the 2 ball, play it into the 3. Play it into the 9. And if the 9 gets in the pocket, that's a win. So all that really matters is the money ball, which is a 9 ball here in this case. So in rotation pool here, you can make all of the balls in order and then miss a 9, and and you're done. Your opponent wind up just making the 9 ball only, and he gets the win. So this is a race to 7, 3 sets, I believe. We're doing 3, best of 3 sets. Pat's got a pretty good open table here. Gonna draw a shot on the 4 to get to the 5. Got a window. He's got to land within that window to have a shot at the 5. Whenever you're drawing a ball, it's very tough to control where it winds up. But it looks like you hit that good. Got a great shot on the 5. Easy position to get on the 6. As long as he's not straight on the 6, should be able to drift, down table for the 7 ball. Leave himself good angle to come off the rail for the 8 ball, opposite side of the table. But you have to execute. Pool is a game of misses for sure. The pros miss all the time. Looks like Pat's gotten pretty straight in on the 7 ball, which means now he's got to juice it up. Put a lot of spin on the ball to come back for a shot on the 8. Whenever you put spin on the ball, it can jar in the pockets if you don't play it super clean. If it catches the rail going in, you got bottom on it, it's going to jar and hang up in the pocket like what just happened there. So you want to try to, play where you're playing a forward roll to get position on the next ball instead of a draw shot. Sometimes you get straight in, and that's what you're left with, what you got to do. It's like Corey elected to play a bank on the 8. I was expecting him to go to the bottom rail and come out, play the 8 in the opposite corner, but we'll see how he pulls off here in this bank. So Corey misses the bank, and he leaves a fairly tough cut on the 8 ball here in the corner for Pat. The problem with this shot is you're only getting a little piece of the 8 with the cue ball, so it's not slowing down any, so that it's going to cause the cue ball to take off and not hold position for the 9. So unless he plays like this, he played real soft. That's a very nice shot. Played it soft, nice touch stroke, hit it accurately, and he held shape for the 9 ball. A little tough angle here, but should put this down with no problem. That puts away the 9 ball. Draws first blood. Get the score correct here. Like I said, you'll have to bear with me while I get used to the equipment. It's been a while since I've done this. Got the first game, going to 7 on the first set of 3. Getting ready to break. Good solid break. Didn't pocket a ball, so Corey's up at the table. He's got a good shot on the 1. Let's see what Corey could do here. Corey elected to draw back off the one there for a little bit of a long shot on the two, but it was if he didn't do that, he was going to be left with a pretty drastic cut into the side or the corner on the two. So he can get this two down. You missed it too. Players still getting settled in a little bit. Got a good lead there. Now, Pat doesn't make a good hit here on the two ball. In other words, if he hits another ball first, then it's ball in hand for Corey. But he made a good hit. And also for the folks out there joining us that don't know a lot about pool, after you make that legal contact on your ball, you've got to get a rail. Some ball has to hit a rail afterwards. So, or it's still a ball in hand for the other player. Take the ball and put it anywhere. Got a little cat and mouse game going on here, leaving each other with not a lot to shoot at. Pat's going to go down table and try to kick this two ball in the side pocket. One rail kick. I came up short, missed it. So we got ball in hand here for Corey now. Pockets 2-well. Got a good shot on the three. Shot very nicely. Drew the side rail and back out. Very good angle. Good shot on the four ball. You want angles, folks. That's how we move the cue ball around is by not getting straight in on balls and using the angle. If you don't have a good angle, then you've got to put a lot of spin, hit the cue ball to the right or to the left of center. And spin can create problems. It's there if you need it, but it should be the exception. We should be able to land on the correct side of the shot and use the natural pathway of the cue ball to get position on the next ball. Corey's playing very conservative there. Instead of going for the five, he played safe. Smart play. Pat doesn't hit it. You could leave him ball in hand on the 5-9 combination here in the corner for win of the game. Let's see how this plays out. As we mentioned before, jump cues are allowed in this match. Players have set the rules for this and agreed on them. So Pat's elected to bring out his jump cue. He's going to try to jump over the edge of the 7 ball to make a good legal hit on the 5. And he did. Made a good hit. He left a pretty fair cut here for Corey. Corey would have to go down table and back for position on the 6, but shouldn't be a problem. Corey's playing a touch game tonight, playing very soft, which left himself a little bit difficult here in the 6. I think a lot of players would have, taken a full stroke. We call it letting your stroke out and gone down table and back for the 6. But with the angle he had, that decision prevented his run. And now he's left the 6 over close to the 9, which means it leaves an opportunity for Pat to either play a combo of some kind here, the 6 into the 9, making the 9, or a carom, which is going off the object ball into the money ball, the 9 ball, pocketing it. Again, as long as he makes legal contact on the object ball first, 9 ball gets knocked in afterwards, it's good. Oh, that's a good attempt. Glad he's sold out and he's left Corey a very easy 6-9 combination. That's going to move us to a tie score of 1-1 here. Ball's down. Corey pockets it. As we said earlier, it's rack your own using the magic rack. They're going to start playing each other tighter here. As you get comfortable on the table, they're going to start playing a lot more safeties. And we're one apiece here. Green folks, you're going to see, the names and the score up there. And then 3-digit number to the left there, the score, that's their Fargo rate. You can see that Corey is currently a 440 Fargo, and Pat's a significantly higher 503 Fargo. So theoretically, Pat's got, quite the advantage over Corey. The problem is they're both fairly new to the Fargo system, so you have to have a robustness. Fargo's website says once your robustness hits 200, then it's accurate. I've talked to um, some good friends, high ranked players that say that's really closer to 500. So it's all pointing to the idea that these Fargos are underrated. Both these guys are playing over these Fargo rates, I can tell you. This is also the tightest table in the house. This is the table they have their 10 ball break and runs on when when they have the break and run pot. Uh, it's an older diamond, but it's been taken care of, and it's uh, either ordered or the pockets are shimmed tighter to make it a tight practice table. So um, you see two balls beside each other near the pocket, you'll see that the pockets are like about a ball and a half wide, instead of, you know, two balls wide. I mean, this is a really, really tight table. Corey's got to jump cue out, trying to make a good hit on the two ball. He does. Left it up at the head rail. Almost got the safety out of it by leaving behind a three, but on a 9-foot table, sometimes just a long shot on the ball is it's a pretty good safe. So looks like Pat's gonna can't tell what he's doing at this from this angle. He's either gonna play safe. That's what he'd like to do is play the two ball right back up to the head of the table. You leave the cue ball down there. We left him a shot on the two and actually a bank, but it's a lot of green, folks. There's a lot of distance there. It's a long bank. It's got an off angle. Uh, and as such, Corey elected to play safe back. So got a little bit of tactical game coming out now. We saw the first two games where there was some back and forth, and um, now we're seeing them play more conservative and more strategic pool instead of trying to run out. Being very tactical here with their choices. So, Corey played a very good safety here. Gonna cause Pat to not be able to shoot one rail at the two. Looks like he's probably gonna have to go, two rails. There might be a window between the 5 and 9 for the cue ball to come through there and hit the 2, but looks like that's what he's going to try to do. Like it's a pretty tight window. Yeah, and it's just kind of too tight. You've really got to be real precise to get through there and get good hit on the 2. It's a pretty difficult shot. So that turned over the table back to Corey. He's got ball in hand now, and he has to plan his path for the run out. Good players are playing 4 and 5 balls ahead. You know, the novice players are kind of trying to make that ball, the object ball they're on, and get shaped on the next ball. But on this level, you're definitely playing 3, 4, 5 balls ahead because you're planning. Corey didn't like the layout for the run out, so he elected to play safe, trying to wait for a better layout. Can't tell from here if he got the safe or if Pat's able to shoot straight at the 2 ball. Looks like he might be able to shoot straight at it. Yeah, it looks like Corey didn't quite get it hidden behind the 6 ball there. So, yeah, Pat was able to pocket the 2 ball nicely and get some position here in the 3. He hit it a little strong, a little firm, went farther than he wanted to, but he ought to be able to cut this into the side pretty good. Maybe get on the 4-9 combo for the win. Let's see how this pans out. Oh, overcut it just a little bit. Corey played that very confidently, drove the cue ball into the forward position near the corner pocket for his next shot. He's got a pretty good layout now. Looks like he's pocketing the ball as well. He's jacked up over the 10 on the 7 ball there a little bit, so it looks like he can stroke next to it and sitting a good shot on. Left himself a pretty long shot here with the 6. Like to play close position, but not so close where you're getting tied up and can't move around. But he's got good form. Looked like he pulled the trigger on that a little quick. Like he wasn't quite settled in on that shot. Sometimes as the rack progresses and you getting closer to the money ball, you have a tendency you want to get that shot over it, so you tend to shoot a little fast, and it looks like that's what happened. Again, these guys are going to settle in as the match gets settled. There we see again where you're drawing into position and again trying to draw into an open space on the table versus drawing into a rail and back out. It's easier to control your speed when you draw to a rail and back out. Can't stress enough how important it is to try to avoid drawing for position. Sometimes you just have to. That's what you've got. But it's hard to gauge how much backspin draw you're transmitting into the object ball. So it's a fast table. Yeah, these are very tight pockets. Trying to cut that 8 ball into the side. I'd say from where he was, that was the correct thing to try to shoot at. But it's not a high percentage shot, but with as tight as these pockets are. Pat played a great shot there in the 8, coming back with natural position, get on the 9, and Corey can see to the 9. So Pat jumps up 2-1. It's right. It's getting ready to break. Looks very determined, very focused. Looks like he hit that ball to the left of the one ball there a little bit. Didn't get a solid hit. His left pad, a very long shot, elevated his cue over the five ball here. That's always difficult to be accurate whenever you're in that situation. Hey, Pat, when I've gone to your sponsor, all showing up, it's like coffee and or it goes all this chewing.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. That's what should happen.
On the hard drive.
Okay. That's some strategic play going on here. It's, see what Corey can do with this long one ball down the rail here. Again, you have to play this very clean. It's interesting, when I teach players, if you're not intentionally aiming the one ball in this situation to the left side of the pocket, then what happens is your subconscious is subconsciously aiming to the back of the pocket. And between the ball and the pocket, you've got the point there of the pocket entrance between the two. So it doesn't go if you do that. You've got to intentionally, aim where you want the one to enter the pocket at. Corey got a good leave though. Left had a difficult kick. Attempted to kick it in the corner there. And look at this. Wow. That's just brutal. Got a roll there and wound up leaving the cue ball behind a three. You wouldn't know it, but these guys are friends. And they're also teammates, have been teammates on the BCA pool league. But friends or not, they're into the battle here tonight. It's tough to control your speed there, following the one down. You got to get in that position window there to get between the 8 ball and the 9 ball to play the 2 6 ball combo here. Of course, the 6 ball is just another ball. So It's not a money ball or anything. So he's got to make sure he's got a good shot on the two after making the six. So you're not just making the six on a combination like this. You're making sure that you leave the two, close to the pocket instead of firing it, it comes up along the side of the pocket where you don't have a shot at it. But he played it well. And just going to draw out a little bit for the three. Three's close to the right down table corner pocket. The problem with this rack is the 7-9 ball. They look pretty well tied up. I can't see from here, but it looks like the 7 might go into the left side pocket. If not, then during the run of these balls, that's going to have to find a way to make the ball and break the 7 ball off the 9, so he's got a shot at it. But it looks like it may go past the edge of the 9 into the side pocket. Again, a very tight side pocket from an angle like that. So again, from where my vantage point, it's difficult to tell, but we're going to see how this pans out. Yeah, it looks like he was trying to hit it. So by him trying to draw back and break the 7-9 up now, I'm assuming there's no pocket right now for the 7. So one strategy to look at here is you may not want to try to run out. You've got that 7 ball tied up, you kind of got nowhere to go. Sometimes it's better to wait and let your opponent break it out and looks like we've got a safe play. We're going to play the 4 ball cross table up along the side rail just to. Well, he played it into the breakout. Remove the magic rack. Doesn't look like he left Corey a lot. Oh wow! And so Corey could see through there and was able to pocket the 4 ball nicely. But again, 5 balls at the opposite of the table, so it's one of those situations where you have to decide if you want to try to run out or not. Corey opted to play safe on the 5, and he got to a pretty safe position there. This would be a pretty tremendous shot if Pat can make this without scratching the side and still get position on the 6 ball after the 5 here. We'll have to see. He hit it good. Hit the ball very well. He's got position on the okay, so the 6 is down. That's the 7, 8, and 9 that we're looking at. We're waiting on the player from the table next to us to finish shooting, so Pat can get into position. There we go. So it's a very nice shot by Pat to pocket that 6 ball with the angle he had, not scratching the side, and still get good shape on the 7. So these last 3 balls, it's kind of a kind of routine. Left himself a slight back angle cut down the table for the 9 in the top left corner. Not enough angle that he should miss. It's a very makeable shot. I expect him to make this. It's close, but he got it down. It's going to move Pat out to a 3-1 lead over Corey. Yeah, and this match is still early, folks. This could go either way still. It's just the first set. Racing to 7. Advantage to Pat at 3-1. Corey doesn't appear to be sweating it. At this level, it's a couple of games isn't a big deal. Either player is capable of running out and narrowing that gap, leaving the other player sit right there at his number very easily. So Pat's playing a cut break, breaking from the side instead of toward the center of the table. He's breaking from the side, trying to pocket the one. Hit it a little bad, wound up scratching on the break. Good ball in hand for Corey with a pretty wide open table. Pat pocketed the 6 ball, so which means Corey's only playing 8 balls instead of 9. So we'll see how this goes. Came a little far again. Like I said, the table's playing very fast, so speed control is a little difficult to maintain here. Neither player has the speed of the table down yet, so they're having to shoot too many long shots at this point. But again, as the match progresses, they're going to zero in their skills and their feel will, for the speed of the table will develop here the further we go. Whereas left Pat a pretty difficult shot. I expect Pat to probably play safe here. Try to leave the cue ball pretty much where the red 3 ball is behind the 4 and try to send the 3 ball down table here. That would be my guess. Let's see how he plays this here. He may have a different plan from his angle. He may see a better safety than what I can see from my vantage point. He's counting on some green. He has left his opponent a long shot. Cue ball's on the rail, so that always makes it more difficult. You can't control the cue ball as well to get position on the next ball, but Corey tried to play safe back there and looked like he was trying to follow the 3 ball there and wind up leaving the cue ball behind the 8, which he didn't do. He didn't follow it enough. Left Corey a pretty good shot here inside. But Corey played it down table to keep position for the 4. That's good. That's a good call. Again, these players can see they're in a better position to make a judgment call there on the table than back here in the announcer booth. That pocketed well. His ball's very well. He's got good shape on the 5. Gonna draw back for the 7. So see, there we go. So like I spoke to earlier, when you're drawing for position, it's hard to judge how much spin you're getting on the ball. And he's been getting too much spin, too much draw on his draw shots up until now. So that one he decided he's gonna, hit a little less draw, and he didn't draw at all. But he recovered well. Look at this. What a shot on the 7. Great shot. Great position on the 9. They go to the side rail, back out toward